All right, I'm done for the day. I asked Stephanie something earlier, but she hasn't answered. She did say she would text me later on, so I don't know what that means. I had a good day today. Both my classes, of course, I do the same thing for both classes. So my classes had a task today, a speaking task. And that will continue to tomorrow. And they will have a listening task, a reading task tomorrow. Yes, okay. So 11 a.m., 10 to 11. Okay, yeah, so I won't be around for that. Yeah, whatever. It'll show up at 11 and I can check in on them again afterwards because I'll still be around here. Yeah, that's what I'll do. I'll just turn off my availability and I will simply do my work and they can puddle on, and then at 11:30 I will go back to them and say, okay, shut down everybody, finished. Okay, I'll do that. Anyway, yeah, so I had a good day today. As I said, gave them 2 tasks. Not everyone was here, not everyone participated, whatever. A lot more people in the morning did than in the afternoon. Some people had trouble, so they decided to do it today. And so on and so forth, whatever. I went for a walk, but Gail and the tripods were not home, so I went a little bit further. My boots were not hurting me, so I went a little bit further, but I did not do the full walk because I don't walk well in those boots, any boots. And the only way I really like to walk any distance is in my walking sneakers, and I don't have those on because it's icy, and I was walking mainly on sidewalks because roads were just as bad as the sidewalks, so well, no, they were worse than the sidewalks, more snow. Anyway, so that's what I did. During the day, my son came by. He came by to use the shop vac, to use the shop vac and vacuum out his car. And I asked him, are you going to be taking the barbecue? Because the barbecue is at the end of the driveway, you know, and I always pull up right to the barbecue. It's just annoying that it's there. I can't shovel around it. I have to shovel around it. I can't shovel under it. I can't. Okay, so it's just, I'm being picky. I didn't say anything. I just asked, oh, by the way, are you going to be taking the barbecue? Or in my head, I said, or can I put it on the road for big garbage? Because I am never going to use it. If I'm ever going to barbecue, I will get myself another barbecue that is easier to work than that one and isn't as broken as that one is, and you know, all that stuff. Anyway, he said that they were planning on taking the barbecue, but they haven't got their yard cleaned up sufficiently. I mean, what minor amount of yard they have, or outside of their townhouse, basically, is pretty. They bought this house in November, so they haven't had a lot of chance to do yard work. They basically moved their stuff and moved in, and a lot of their stuff is still outside. So they, no, they're not taking it now. I shoveled the driveway, the sidewalk more because Gail said the other day when we were walking that, I think it was yesterday, that she got fined one time last winter. They got fined for not having their sidewalk cleared to the concrete. You have to have your sidewalk cleared to the concrete? Because I made a comment about how you're supposed to clear your sidewalk within 24 hours, like 24 hours after a snowfall that you have that much time. And she said, oh no, she said, you're supposed to clear it to the concrete. I said, you really? She said, yeah, we got fined for that. And they have a corner lot, right? So they have, I just have one sidewalk. They've got 2 sidewalks. And they've got a big lot. So they really didn't appreciate getting fined for that. And yeah, I said, really? Fined because you weren't down to the concrete? Wow, I had no idea. I just thought, clear it so that people can walk. And it's sometimes easier for people to walk on snow than it is to walk on slippery sidewalks. But actually, our sidewalks are not slippery unless they're icy. And then you're supposed to have that cleared to the concrete. So apparently, I just learned something new. So I went out. I mean, the last time that got shoveled was when Johannes shoveled it. I shoveled my neighbor's, but I didn't shovel mine more because it was sufficient. So I went back over it trying to scrape down to concrete. Like, nobody is going to check. I don't know why Gail got fined for that because it's ridiculous. But a lot of the sidewalks in this neighborhood are down to concrete. So next time I will make sure that I am down to concrete, but it was Johannes that did it. Not complaining. No, it was wonderful. Looks fine. Gail thought it was fine. So I shoveled. Couldn't get down to concrete either. Yeah. I've done everything. I've vacuumed my bedspread. I've done the kitty litter. I've done the dishes. I've dried the dishes mainly. And put the wok back in the stove. I stored the wok in the stove. The wok is huge. The only place I can store it, I have to store it, is in the oven. In the oven. The black frying pans go under the oven, and the two I reshuffled the shelves, so I shuffled the shelves more so that the wok would fit on the top and the smaller, my new egg frying pan would fit below it. So both frying pans, stainless steel frying pans, are in the oven. Yes. Okay. I've had my snacks, I've had my chocolate, I've had my clementine, and I am annoyed because the Leafs, which I was looking forward to, I saw in my calendar that the Leafs were playing tonight, and then I didn't see them playing, and then I thought, okay, are they playing late, 9 o'clock? I looked, and they're playing at 10. Great, playing at 10. So I looked to see where it was on the TV because I couldn't find it. And it's not on. It's not on. I asked it, when do the Leafs play? They play tonight, but it's not being televised by any of the stations. Believe it or not. That is annoying. Now, I wouldn't watch it anyway at 10 o'clock because that's when I go to bed. Wow. That's when I go into my bed. It doesn't mean I go to sleep then, because I usually don't make it into bed until 1/4 or 10:30. And then I don't usually make it, by the time I roll over and turn off the light, it's 11. However, I am in bed by 10. Basically. So, yeah. The Leafs are not available for viewing by me tonight. Very annoying. Once again, I had to put batteries into my mouse. You'd think I was using my mouse more than I have in the past. Somehow I think so, yes. I realized that it used to be that I would do my work on the weekend, do all my mousing on the weekend, and then the rest of the week it would be evenings when I was home. A little bit in the morning, a little bit in the evening, and now I am using my mouse all day long. So yeah, mouse ran out of batteries. hadn't run out yet completely, but I checked it and it was low. I think it was 8%, 10%. Ordinarily, I would not have replaced it until it actually stopped working. But now that I am online with students, I'm not going to run out. I don't want it to stop working in the middle of something, because I've had things stop working in the middle of something and I don't like it. So I replaced the batteries in my mouse just now, which is why I've got a lot of batteries here. My keyboard is also running out, but it is less. It's 18%. So I will let that go, because it's easy enough to, I have the battery sitting right there waiting. And I don't think it will, I don't use my keyboard as much as I use my mouse. Yeah, no, I don't. I use the mouse all the time, but I don't use the keyboard all the time. Yeah, right. So that's that. I'm running through all the things that I want to tell you guys. Another thing. Yeah, so that spoiled my chance of having popcorn. You know, I was looking forward to having popcorn. I thought, oh, don't have popcorn because you've made basmati rice. I found some rice in the cupboard, in my pantry. I found a packet of rice in my pantry. One serving. I would never buy that. That's got to be from Dina. I keep on finding things in there from Dina that she didn't notice that she left behind. And I went, okay, right. I'll eat your stuff. So that's what I found today. After all this time, I never knew that that rice was in there. One serving of rice is more than I would serve myself anyway, but whatever, I ate it. So since I did that, and since the Leafs don't play until 10, and I'm not able to see it, no popcorn for me tonight. Do they play tomorrow? Do they play tomorrow? I don't think they would play 2 nights in a row. Nope, they don't. They play on Saturday. So I can have my popcorn on Saturday. Not tonight. Too bad, so sad. Yes, so what I've wanted to tell you for a while now, since she resigned, had to resign, got fired, don't know. Ms. Payette, our Governor General, the astronaut Governor General, who was the, wow, what an amazing Governor General we have. We have an astronaut as Governor General. We've had those before. Anyway, female astronaut. We've had one of those before too. Wow, we have a lot of those. But no, everyone's going, oh, it's so terrible. It's, she had it was a toxic work environment. She was a nasty person. She, people quit or went on leave and all sorts of things because of her, asked for transfers out of, service. And I thought, I hated her. I disliked her from day one. I didn't know her as an astronaut, personally. I didn't, when she was an astronaut, I just paid a little bit of attention to her, not much. But since she has been the Governor General, appointed by the Prime Minister, and all that, I've paid more attention to her whenever she was in the public eye on TV, okay? And I looked at her and went, you look like all right? She acts, she talks like a bitch, really. She did. She was not what I considered a nice person. So I instinctively, just from not from looking at her, but seeing her interacting and how she was and how she spoke. How she spoke. I knew from the first time I heard her speak that she was not a nice person. And from the way she behaved, I could tell that she was not a nice person. Yeah, I was surprised that she was appointed Governor General. Because I thought, really? She's supposed to interact with the Queen? Really? So, yeah, no surprise to me that she got asked to leave. Because she just seemed like a bitch. Roberta Bondar, wonderful lady, nice astronaut. No, she was not a Governor General. She was not a Governor General. But Roberta Bondar was a nice woman astronaut. Very nice person. Chris Hadfield is a really nice person. All the other astronauts that we've had, nice people. But not this woman. No. No. So there's Stephanie responding to my question. So I'm going to go talk to Stephanie. Yay.